So today, this is how I make my bread. A bit of hot water. I put it in the bowl. And I put a bit of cold water in the bowl. Feel it. Put a bit of it out. Put that more in. Sort of feels about right. And I put in a little bit of sugar. I get some yeast. I measure that out. That's about right. A couple of spoons. Put that in. Me oil. A couple of globs of oil. Yeah. And then I leave that for about 5 minutes for the yeast to sort of break up, and then I can mix it. So a lot of the yeast has started to open up. I give it a good mix. Make it all nice and milky. Some of the oil ends up sticking to it and gets mixed in. And I've cut up 6 dates nicely. So I put them in first, sort of break up, and then they don't get stuck to the flour. Give it a little mix. You got something nice and sweet in your bread. It's all mixed up. And I get the flour. I pour a whole big bit of flour in. Make a nice little mound. Get my salt. Get a nice little pinch like that. That goes in. And what else do I do? Get the cinnamon. I chuck in a nice little dollop like that. And a tiny bit more yeast to make sure it all works. And then yeah, give it all a good mix and hopefully it all works in. So now that's all mixed together. Got the baking pan, cake tin, an adjustable one. Found that one about 10 years ago when I was taking a piss on the side of the road after work. That's the bushes. So it's worked quite good for me since then. Make it what you want. Get your baking paper in so it doesn't stick to the tin. It might overspill sometimes. Get stuck to the side. Well, that's okay. And yeah, to pour that in. And then you want to spread it to the sides. Sort of all sticky. So whoomp, whoomp. Work it into the corners. It's sort of even. I like to put a little bit of sesame seeds on top, a bit of variety. So I like that. Then you stick it all in your oven to rise. So that's going to take about 2 hours. So let's have it set at sort of like 60, 70. Just sort of, yeah, let it rise and then come back to it. So after 40 minutes, it hasn't risen much, so I'll give it a bit more time. So it's been another 40 minutes and it's risen a bit, but it's still not at the top, so I'll give it another bit. Gave it a bit and it's risen up nicely. So I'm at the edge of the thing now. So I'll turn the temperature up to just over about 170. Put that on for 40 minutes and then I'll have my dinner. And there we go, that's all nicely cooked bread. And I've got my homemade jam from some of the plums that were growing on the side of the road. And some table spread. That's another nice cheap food for the day.